What up, YouTube? I live my life a quarter mile at a time. It's your boys, Detroit Love, PDub'S Arcade Loft, MichaelB the Game Genie, and Restalgia with another episode of the Super GameRoom Dudes. Friday night just got live.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another fun-filled Friday night here in the Funhouse. You're watching the Super GameRoom Dudes. I'm your host, as always, PDub'S. With me is Carl, Detroit Love, MichaelB the Game Genie, and Restalgia. Gentlemen, how are you? What's going on?
I just want to clarify that quarter mile that Carl lives his life by is, in fact, the Arby's drive-thru. Just to be clear.
That's a pretty long drive-thru, actually. You know what I mean?
Restalgia
was telling us Restalgia was telling us off air that he was excited about tonight's episode. Why is that, buddy?
He doesn't have a lot to live for.
I don't have much to live for. It's been a long week. I was so looking forward. By Tuesday, I was like, this flipping week has got to end. And it is Friday now. So I get to chill, hang out with the boys, and then just get to enjoy a nice, calm weekend.
Excuse me. Who are you to assume our genders?
Okay, Mike, what are you?
And he was so excited about this night because MichaelB was so nice to him last week. He could not wait until this Friday
I'm gonna put it aside. It's Restalgia. It is so nice to see you, man. I'm sorry you had a hard week, and I can't wait to spend tonight with you and brighten your mood. Put a smile on that cheery face of yours.
Mike, I love the fact that you are just the nicest guy to me now. It's like last week I was in shock. I was in total shock, could not believe the kindness coming from the bottom of your heart. And this week it's just going to carry on. It's just going to make life so much better.
Carry on, my wayward son.
You got it, buddy.
You know, Mike does self-identify as the 3/4 scale diva. So,
Not anymore.
What does that mean? Oh, maybe we'll
talk about
that.
Talk about it later.
You want to talk about it right now?
No, not right now. No.
All right,
no.
Not right now.
No,
All right,
no,
cool.
Not right now.
Let's see here. They're saying my mic. Okay. There you go. What about now? Is my mic better now? There you go. PDub'S is quiet. Restalgia's loud. Restalgia, stop screaming into the microphone. Jeez.
I didn't mean to. Hold on, I'm going to see. Right. Maybe I can.
I turned up my mic. All right. This isn't a professional broadcast. This is 4 dudes hanging out. And speaking of 4 dudes hanging out, we have a lot of people here already in our live chat. It's time to say hi and see who's here in the live chat. All right, JJ, thanks so much for letting me know. And let's see here. Yep, JJ let me know. He goes, yes, PDub'S, that's better. Thanks so much. All right, cool. JT, Devil Waldo, Bill's Retro Gaming Show, Biggie D's Arcade, Carbon Center, Dr. Freeman, 19K Fox, Ritual Dello, Carl O, Sonic Fun, Retro Labrat, Nooner, Apex, Games Plus, 19K Fox is dropping bannies in the live chat tonight. Devil Waldo here, Ritual Dello. It's kind of funny when you see Devil and Ritual Dello's names on top of each other in the live chat. It's like, what kind of dark, sinister stuff is going on in our live chat with those two, but they're moderators, so we'll let that fly. Jim, the Pacers fan, wrong team, doubles. Kevin Clausen, 0, cool. Jason M, the world's greatest moderator. Kevin Clausen, Darth Penguin, Apex, Alfred Berger, and I think that's all we have time for today, guys. Sorry about that.
Guys, big news.
Mm-hmm.
Restalgia is here.
I spelled my name wrong. I didn't even notice.
You spelled your own name wrong?
PDub'S, for the last 3 to 4 weeks, I've been trying to get you to say my name while you're going through the list of everybody here. I will eventually succeed at that.
All right. No, I left my glasses in my wife's car, and I have a spare pair, but I do not look good in them.
Oh, you should wear them.
I hate the way I look in them, so I don't know if you guys want me to put them on or not.
Yes.
Are you sure?
No,
you have to now. You've pretty much set it up.
No, don't make me wear my spare glasses. My nice black glasses. Those I look good in those glasses.
PDub'S, you just gave us a nice soft toss. We're gonna smack it out of the park.
All right.
Let's do this, buddy.
Don't make fun of me though, okay? It's my
We won't.
spare pair. Everyone's got a spare pair of glasses that they have, and they look horrible in them.
I have 3 pairs of glasses. I don't wear any of them.
And your goatee's almost back, so it's all looking good.
All right, here we go. Let's do it.
Dork.
All right, got my spare pair of glasses on.
Do it, baby. Do it.
Those are so cool, PDub'S.
These are actually those meme glasses. You know memes? You guys know what memes are?
That is so 2022, buddy. We don't do memes anymore.
I got those off Amazon for $7. But yeah, but no, I look like a grandpa when I wear those glasses because they're just plain like little brown rims on them, like ugly. I like my big thick glasses.
Michael B looks like one sexy mother. Watch your mouth.
I know, right?
Yeah.
PDub'S does like it big and thick.
You guys. Oh jeez. All you're doing when you make comments like that is you're just creating more YouTube shorts for Restalgia to make. You know what I mean?
Literally gonna say you're just setting me up for the shorts, baby. Let's do it.
There you go. Yep, they're hideous. Thanks so much, Mitchell, for your honesty in the live chat. All right. Let's get so we got a lot we want to talk about tonight. Let's get this off the screen here. So we want to talk about Cocaine Bear was our game of the week. So we'll cover Cocaine Bear real quick, that arcade game. And have you guys pick our next game of the week. Excuse me. I promise you guys that the choices this week, we're determined to make sure, are a lot more interesting than the 4 choices last week for game of the week. We're going to talk about Numskull Space Invaders, Arcade1Up Class of 1981. Guys, don't go anywhere. I actually have some more picks from the guy who got a cabinet early. He sent me some more picks that might blow your mind just a little bit. There's something interesting about it. We're going to talk about the possibility of Arcade1Up theft. Did the Hamburglar strike Arcade1Up? We want to talk a bit about Metroid Prime. AtGames has got a little bit of news out there as well. No news from iArcade, which was interesting. I thought this was going to be the week for them for Light Guns and Operation Wolf, but nothing came out. And I don't even think there was they didn't even do a stream today, did they, Mike? Interesting. Did they make an announcement or anything?
I didn't see one.
Interesting. All right, cool. So yeah, we got a lot we want to talk about first. Let's talk real quick about Cocaine Bear. So hey guys, don't worry, we'll go through this pretty quickly. So as voted on by the viewers last week, the Cocaine Bear game was our game of the week.
And it was a rigged election. We do want to state that.
Yeah, that was totally rigged.
It was 100% fair voting process. What do you guys talk about?
That is not how the voting process should work. We got to leave these votes up for the majority of the show. Let all the people come in and get a chance to vote on this.
Yep. So I did a video playing this game. You only have to go through a certain number of levels, and after you go through all the levels, you're able to you get your high score if you can survive all the levels. And a lot of people posted their scores in our Facebook group. I saw scores anywhere from 19,000 to 24,000. I think Dragon Gamer had the highest score on this cheesy Cocaine Bear game. Just a heads up there, guys. So big shout out to him. So this ridiculously stupid game.
Excuse me.
What?
I don't appreciate the way you're talking about this game. This may be a masterpiece. Like if this came out on iArcade tomorrow, it would be the best game on iArcade. In fact, I challenge them to make an iArcade optimized version of Cocaine Bear. It would be the best game they have. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It would be.
Did you guys play?
It'd be a AAA game for the iArcade, no doubt. Brad can back me up on that.
Oh, come on, you guys are
No, it's actually
I'm
a pretty
100%
good
serious.
game.
The game is excellent.
Yeah, it may not be a AAA game, but it could be a Better Business Bureau game if
BBB.
Or it could be an ABA
BBB
game.
games.
You know,
You guys are so funny.
a Better Business Bureau game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love the game. I was really impressed with something that was put together so simply. I mean, it's a simple game, but it's really, really good. It takes elements of Pac-Man. The only thing I don't like is it seems like your bear doesn't run a straight line. He'll always turn unless you stop him from turning. That's the only thing I didn't really like about it.
I'd noticed that as well. I did not like that. That could be fixed. Then it would be a perfect game.
Yeah, you just switch hands, then it doesn't lean that way.
What?
So, let's see. We had Adrian got the highest score. Adrian Rain, 20,730. Jamie Cameron got 18,740. Oh no, sorry, Kevin McGee. He got the highest score, 20,830. He beat Adrian by 100 points. PDub'S was on the board, 19,270. I had a pretty good run. Justin Roach got 8,060 points. Try again, buddy. Insert another quarter. And Jeff Rainwater Games got 20,150. So a lot of scores were posted in the thread. Make sure you guys join the Super GameRoom Dudes Facebook group. That way you can participate in our Game of the Week challenges. And this week...
Hold on. We got to stop for 1 second.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't know how you missed it. Carl, what just happened in the last 30 seconds?
What happened?
Carl actually just got Arby's DoorDash to him.
It's
What if
stuffed pepper.
Beef and cheddar.
Oh.
What is happening? What is happening right now?
all the lights went on? He had somebody deliver a hot meal to him. Now he's going to sit down and enjoy some dinner.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have some technical difficulties every 40 seconds.
Okay, so let's get the audience to vote on our next game of the week. That way we can get the show started proper. Make sure you guys join the Super GameRoom Dudes Facebook group and participate. Do you guys think I should put Marble Madness in here again? I still want to do a good Marble Madness game. Come on!
It'll never make top 2.
I really want to play Marble Madness with everybody, but
okay, I'll help you out
know
this
what?
time. I'll put my vote to be Missile Command, and that'll
Okay, you want
ensure
Missile
George
Command?
has the opportunity.
all right. So we got Missile Command. Mike, what about you?
No, I'm gonna wait to see what bizarre, interesting picks Steve picks this week. I was gonna go a different direction, but I'm waiting to see what Steve picks first.
Oh, wait, hold on, guys. I got to dismiss that. Sorry, ignore that. I got to start it over. I accidentally hit the enter button too soon. Game of the week. We got Missile Command. We're going to have a Marble Madness. And Steve, what about you?
I'm kind of on the fence between two titles, two games. I'm thinking Sega Genesis, Comic Zone. I really like that game. The other one, Nintendo DS, we're going to go My Little Pony, Pinkie Pie's Party.
You might actually have a winner finally. You have to pick one game. You can't pick 2 games.
I know. I'm
ego
trying to
on this
decide.
guy.
I'll go with Comic Zone.
All right.
I'll go with Comic Zone.
Is it COMIX? Is that how they spell it?
Yeah. COMIX Zone.
That's a Sega game, which we'll have to pirate. Okay, MichaelB?
I am going to go off the board and say something nobody expects from me. I think the game of the week should be Robotron 2084, or also known as Robot Ron 2084.
Robotron 2084. All right, let me get these in the live chat and ask your community. All right, guys, poll's going to pop up in the chat any second now. Do us a favor, make sure you vote and participate in this week's Game of the Week. I have to try not influence the vote, but
You got to let this vote ride. Let this thing ride.
Leave it open for a bit. You guys know I hate having that blue banner over the live chat. It's annoying.
What is going on with Carl today?
Look at Carl, all these different camera views.
He's got the POV view.
I had
people want to get the voyeur
after all those lights came on, so I had to switch so that it could be clear.
Do you have one for the casting couch? Do you have a camera for the casting couch?
I do. That is above the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you make her eat the pepper?
These are some, look at Bill. He said these are some shocking picks. I'm amazed. I think he's talking about MichaelB picking Robotron.
I know. No one would have guessed it.
I'm going to pick Marble Madness every week until Marble Madness wins because I really want to play Marble Madness with everybody.
If there's a week where I have to play Marble Madness, I will literally take a dump in a box and mail it to your house.
Yep. All right. So while they're voting, let's at least talk real quick. Did anyone in the live chat go see Cocaine Bear? And was I the only one who did their homework and saw Cocaine Bear? Because I saw Cocaine Bear last Sunday. Mike, did you see it?
Oh yeah, did I ever?
Quick thoughts on Cocaine Bear, Mike, the movie.
If Cocaine Bear
It made a lot of money.
doesn't win the Oscar for Best Picture and Best Director, then what's the point of the awards? That's my statement.
It was silly, stupid fun. Take your mind off the real world for 90 minutes and watch this ridiculous premise of a bear eating cocaine and going psychotic and ripping people to shreds. It was funny. It dragged.
The guy with his hand. He was like, "Woo!"
It dragged in certain parts. The park ranger, she was hilarious. The park ranger, if you guys seen the movie, the older gal who was the park ranger, she was hilarious.
Shot the guy in the head.
Now I did. Yeah. So is it a comedy or is it?
It's a horror comedy.
It's not
horror comedy.
Carl, it's a drama piece about a son connecting with his own son while trying to deal with the complexity of his criminal father.
It's a documentary, actually, Mike.
All right, guys, we got 115 votes, and Robotron's at 34%. Marble Madness is at 29. Do we end the poll now, or
no?
No,
keep
let it
letting that
run.
baby ride, baby.
Let's see if you get a box of shit.
Get distracted, PDub'S.
All right. So that's what's going on with that. Can we talk real quick about the Numskull Space Invaders? Did you guys notice all their little announcements on their Facebook groups? No,
I have not noticed.
We noticed that, like, maybe one of them.
I saw one about Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
Yeah.
So let me pull this up here. So happy to. I mean, let's be honest. Like, we don't want any company to go out of business. We don't want any of these companies to go out of business.
Well played.
But Numskull is a company who I personally been worried about. They haven't released products, and guys, it's been well over a year since they've released anything. And they've had their own issues, or that they did live streams. They told people, "Hey guys, we're thinking about going down to plastic instead of wood in order to get these things made cheaper and get them out to you." And their community voted. They let their community vote. Their community voted, said, "No, we still want wood. We'll pay a higher price. We're willing to pay a higher price." Because they like their products, which is a huge testament to their fans. You know what I mean? That they're willing to pay more for better quality. But it just like I see New Wave doing all these exciting things, and Numskull, although their cabinets are larger than New Wave, they don't excite me so much. But either way, they got this they got these Space Invaders cabinets here, and let me see if I can get you guys this picture.
I mean, size does matter. So
yeah.
I don't know why you don't like these Numskull. They are much bigger.
Yeah. Well, I got a little issue with the screen they put in here, myself personally. But there you go. This is what they look like. I mean, they look pretty cool, though. I mean, right? What do you guys think about the looks? I mean, from a looks point of view,
they look great.
Yeah,
amazing.
I wish they were made of plastic.
In the arcade.
Yep.
So I was laughing earlier because PDub'S was like, they asked their community, like, would you guys pay more for wood? And everybody was like, yeah. And then New Wave put out the pre-order price for these, and they were like, well, not that much more.
Yep. Here's your quarter arcade. Look at that. That's a nice little photo that they shared with everybody.
But is that really a quarter? I don't understand these sizing things. Like Arcade1Up says they're 3/4 when they're really about 36%. Quarter Arcade says they're a quarter, but that's not a quarter the size of an arcade.
It's a quarter scale, right?
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
I don't know. Like the New Wave toy stuff is 1/6 scale. I don't
it's
exactly
not
know how
1/6 scale. It's 1/65 scale compared to a real arcade.
Yeah, they also shared picture of it here with next to their Ninja Turtle cabinets coming out.
Oh, those Ninja Turtles cabs look great.
I do like those.
Yeah,
I do like those Turtles cabs.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles look really, really cool.
I want to see 4 people play that Ninja Turtle.
Oh, no problem. There's going to be more space on that than the Arcade1Ups.
I want to see 4 people playing that. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh man, there's so many pictures.
while you're looking for that, we're talking about Numskull. I dropped my
Yeah.
Numskull off the top of my Arcade cabinet, and it just splintered.
Your Pac-Man Numskull?
Yes, I almost cried.
Oh no.
So I did kind of get it glued back together. You know, it looks like an official 40-year-old Pac-Man cabinet now. You know, with some love knacks, and so I was really bummed about that. So it still functions perfectly fine, but it's just a little beat up now. So
Oh,
that
I'm
was,
sorry, Carl.
Yeah, I need to get some shelves.
Well, I'm
Some real
sending you a Dragon's Lair New Wave toys. So
Well, and see now, because I was questioning whether the new wave one would look better than this one, but obviously it will now after I drop this one. So new waves is going to win out after all.
Yep. Now it's not a bad thing because what you see happening here is they're obviously keeping it to scale. You know what I mean? Like they're keeping it to scale with the original arcade. It just it just looks so small, you know, the play field. You know what I mean? Like I know they're keeping it in scale and proportion. It just I don't know. What do you guys think? Does this look okay to you?
I
Like
love
this
it.
like I don't hate it. It just I look at it, I'm like, man, that's a really small screen to play Space Invaders on. This is the only picture of theirs where I raised an eyebrow. And that's it. I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just like, you know, it just doesn't
I mean,
you
what I like
know.
about Numskull is that it's, literally true in every aspect to the original cabinet. It looks like you're standing at the original cabinet, just much smaller.
Yeah.
And the detail on their cabinets is just, to me, there's no comparison. But again, I hadn't seen the new wave in person, so I'll get to see that with the Dragon's Lair. But I love these cabinets, and I don't like that they don't make the same cabinets, right? Has there ever been a cabinet that they both made, New Wave and Numskull, so you could
I don't think so.
compare them?
I can't
Yeah,
think of one.
yeah, I don't think they've
no,
ever
there
made
isn't.
one. You know, so it'd be nice if they both had the same exact one, so you could compare those two games. But I mean, with the wood, these things are beautiful cabinets, man. No doubt about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the size. I actually like the size.
Well, I have cabinets from both parties, and I can tell you, like, the attention to detail that go into these small cabinets is just mind blowing. Like, the cabinets look so good. Like, they really are arcade recreations. And Restalgia, you said it best. I think it was last week you talked about this. I'm giving you another compliment since you're such a nice dude. This is what Arcade1Up should be doing. They should be looking at two of these companies and be like, how do we get there? No more Swan Neck. No more concessions. How do we recreate the original arcade cabinet?
Yeah.
But-
The live
and
go ahead.
I was gonna say, jumping on PDub's point, like PDubs, you said it's like the screen's awkward and it's not going to be good to play. But I don't really think that many people are buying these things to play. Like,
Oh, I mean, I've told people all the time like that. This stuff for me are decorations, collector items. But when you do actually want to play them, like when you dust them off and you're like, okay, I dusted it, but once a month dusting, okay, I'm gonna play it before I put it back on the shelf. You're like, you know, it's just so it just looks so tiny. But
I mean,
it's
my
okay.
Pac-Man is purely playable. I can play that just as long as I can play the regular size.
Yeah.
So I think that bigger size makes it more playable. Joystick
The-
feels great. The
the
screen
quarter size versus the 1/6.
Yes,
The big
yes.
makes it more playable.
Yeah.
PDubs, we talked about that. You're not supposed to say that on the show. We have a bunch of terms that we have a bookmark that we can't say on the show. Like, it just looks so tiny. Restalgia's heard that so much in life, we can't.
can you just be sensitive for one show, PDubs? Just one show. I just need a little bit of sensitivity coming from you, buddy.
Okay. Calm down.
Just a little.
You guys are nuts. Calm down. All right. Good
Well,
stuff.
if you're that small, do you really have nuts?
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure.
Seem like
What
you
are
do.
mini peanuts? What are they?
I'm not sure.
live-
I've got an innie.
The live chat was making all kinds of comments about the hand model in that particular shot. You guys are hilarious. I close my
she's
eyes
got a
and I
real
still
hand
see
model.
the thumb. Look at the size of that knuckle. I'm sorry. Our viewers are hilarious, man. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So that's that's your that. Is it still winning? Marble Madness. Come on, guys, vote for Marble Madness. Do
Oh,
something.
How's
no,
Mr. Command doing
the
out
spread
there?
is just getting wider and wider.
Well, then we should cancel it and get that off. At
No,
the
no, no.
screen.
You keep this thing going, buddy. You force the people watching to vote so that way they can participate in the rest of the chat. You force that. You take command.
All right,
Speaking of command, I purposely picked Mr. Command to give you an opportunity. And it looks like you know, I said you wouldn't get past 2, but you're sticking with it.
I'm coming in a solid 4th for like the 3rd week in a row. It's awesome.
Well, you keep picking these weird ass console games that people don't want to play, man.
I picked some great games. I don't know what you're talking about.
You picked a good game last week. I have to give you credit there.
All right.
Comic Zone's a great game.
All right, so that way we're not clogging up the screen here. I'm going to take the live chat off the screen. I'm going to share some stuff with you that nobody here on this panel has seen yet, except for myself, except for the first picture. I found this interesting. So, God damn it, I can't talk to. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. The guy who sent me the photos of the Class of 81 cabinet right here. You guys notice that the cabinet is the same height and width as the Yoga Flame cabinet, right? Take a look at this. He also sent me this photo earlier today. This is it next to the Class of 81 standard cabinet. I had no idea, because I don't own the Yoga Flame cabinet, that the Yoga Flame cabinet, apparently, that's a much taller cabinet, because this is more the Gen 1 through Gen 3 size. The Class of 81 right here. Look at that height difference, right? And then we go here. Here's the back of the cabinets. Take your screenshots now if you guys need them. That's what it looks
nice
like.
height.
And here's a great view. Differences in the artwork, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't realize it was that much taller. And then also, this is probably the most important photo right here. Take a look at this. So we can take a look. So here is the original Class of 81 next to the new one, the new deluxe. Guys, let me know in the live chat. What do you guys think? No one has seen this yet. This is exclusive right here, right now. What do you guys think?
Super GameRoom Dudes.
This comparison.
Yeah, I like that. That really looks nice.
Yeah, Carl.
I mean, you were just saying that they should be following the lead of Numskull and trying to make them as authentic as possible. And this is a good demonstration of that attempt to do so.
I agree.
What about you, Restalgia?
It looks good, and it's got a nice little space in there that you can like hang a little poster, some sort of motivational quote just above the screen, just in case you
Right
need.
here.
Yeah, just something.
Restalgia, I'm going to send you the poster of that cat that says "Hang in there, baby."
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Though it's got like a perfect little section. You can pop something up, and no, it looks really good. It looks good.
And MichaelB, what do you think of the deluxe versus the OG?
Well, the deluxe obviously looks better. The slanted screen is exactly what it should be, what it should have always been. You remember when we saw that leaked picture from inside the Arcade1Up trailer they brought to CES, and we got our first look at Pac-Man 40th anniversary. The screen was actually slanted like this. It only took us another 3 years to get to the point where they're actually putting the screens at the appropriate slant for Pac-Man games. So it's very exciting.
Yeah. I got to be honest, like when I saw it next to the Yoga Flame, and that was the picture that I had shared with you guys that had got sent to me, I thought that they were just no bigger than the normal Arcade1Ups. You know what I mean? Like I didn't realize Yoga Flame was taller. You know what I mean?
It's got the extra side panel. So you didn't buy MK30th?
Well, I have it, but I didn't notice that it was that much taller. You know what I mean? And then like right here, like when I saw these pictures sent to me today, this really surprised me. I gotta say, I'm gonna give Arcade1Up a compliment. I think the deluxe looks cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, like, you just lost so much of your multi-cade cred.
Well, it's a multi-cade. It's got what, 12, 14 games on it. So
no,
guess what?
You know what
We're
I
still
mean.
good. We're still good, bro. We're still good. I think it looks good. You know, I think it looks good. Yeah, let us know in the live chat. I'm seeing a lot of comments in the live chat. Let's see if we can get some of them on screen. BA says it looks good. Will Restalgia's hairy knuckles fit? That's an important question. Restalgia, any answers?
We'll have to test it and try. I'll make a video just on that topic.
Yeah. CDN says it's too small. Yeah, and keep in mind too, even the new deluxe is only 5 feet tall. You know, it's still not. They're still not like pro size cabinets. You know, but still, it's tall. It's bigger and taller than the originals.
Yeah, but every time I do a video where I talk about like XL and Pro cabs, there's always a bunch of people in the comments saying, yeah, but I have a full basement of 3/4 scale cabs. I don't want to replace the cabs, or I don't want to have bigger ones. I'll be able to fit less size in there. You guys got to remember, there's people out there that want 3/4 scale cabs, and this is much better than the original offerings. Like, all those deluxe cabs look fantastic.
Yeah. So, we're going to talk about this as well. We're going to talk about this as well, about this involves the Arcade1Up theft, which MichaelB made a great video about today.
I make such useless shit.
He makes such useless stuff. Great stuff. Like, I don't think it looks bad. Like, I think the deluxes look kind of cool, but I can't see where it fell off the back of the truck. I think it did, especially if you guys watched MichaelB's video today. So let's talk about this Arcade1Up theft. So I wanted to share these photos with you guys because I thought you guys would find them interesting. The size comparison. So let's talk about that. So I get a message late at night, a few days ago, from some guy saying, hey, like your channel, and guess what? I got my hands on a deluxe class of 81 cabinet. I would love to send you some pictures of it. Is that okay? And of course, I've never seen this person before on Facebook Messenger. So I take a look at his Facebook profile, and it's a legit profile. Like, his profile was public, had his name, occupation, hundreds of photos of him and his family and stuff. So it was like a real dude, right? It wasn't like someone had created some fake account, right? And I was like, okay, send him over. I wasn't expecting to see what I saw. And then he sends him over, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, well, I'm going to make a video about this, especially because he sent me the picture of the Fast and the Furious. But I told myself, keep your name out of it for privacy reasons.
At 3:00 in the morning, right?
All right. So I asked him, and you guys remember, if you guys saw my video, I was like, dude, how did you even get your hands on this? And he says he got it from another guy who had it, and they traded and stuff. And that guy he traded with was one of these OfferUp guys, which Mike made a video about. So he gets the cabinet in a trade with a guy on OfferUp who had the cabinet listed for sale. And then Mike and I are looking on OfferUp today, and we find listings for these deluxe cabinets on OfferUp in California. And the only thing we can think of is that somebody picked some boxes out of the back of a truck. You know what I mean? Like somebody, somebody at a warehouse or shipping company, somebody like, hey, they're not going to notice if we take a few of these away, and started posting them on OfferUp. This is legit posting that Mike showed in his video today. Mike, what'd you think about this, man? Like, I'm with you, Mike. I think someone took these. Like, so I was thinking, are they prototypes? Are they demo units? Are they beta testers? Nah, man, I think these are legit. Take it off the back of a truck.
100%. So when I saw your initial leak video for Fast and Furious, and this was on there, I was thinking, okay, so maybe this is one of the pre-production cabs that they brought to Vegas with them when they did the show. And like some employee from Arcade1Up or somebody there at the event got the cabinet and then decided they didn't want it anymore and traded it or sold it to this guy for something else. That's what I thought originally. Also, because some people were saying the screen didn't look so good, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I think the screen in the pre-production cabs at CES were in fact TN monitors, but we know that there's BOE monitors in these. So I was trying to justify it that way. Now, one cab, yes, there's some kind of explanation for it. But when you start to see multiple show up on like OfferUp and a couple get out in the wild, something nefarious happened there. Like, either an employee at Walmart got the stock early, or somebody that works at a trucking company bagged a bunch of these. I'm not sure what happened. It might have been a full shipment that someone just went off with, and they're trying to sell one by one on OfferUp. But the reality is, these cabs aren't out at retail yet. These cabs aren't even up for pre-order yet. There's no physical way anybody could have got them. The other thing I was thinking, you remember Gabriel Gray got the Terminator cab really early through the distributor. Maybe these guys sold them from the distributor or stole them from a distributor. I don't know. But either way, I mean, these are not legal cabs. These are not street date retail cabs.
Yep. Yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense, right? You know, he reached out to the guy who had one on OfferUp, and dude, they made a trade or he bought it, one of the two. I don't know. And then, you know, he's got it in his house, sends me pictures. You know what I mean? Is he a bad guy? Probably not. The guy who posted it on OfferUp probably got some explaining to do, because there's several listings still up on OfferUp in Los Angeles for these cabs, and they were selling them, Mike. They were selling them for $400 a piece, and they were telling in the listing it said they're coin operated.
Right,
you can make your money back. The listing, the description said this cabinet's worth $1,500. Did you guys see Mike's video today?
Yeah,
I was
just
rolling.
Video, I saw that picture. It's like, wow, they clearly have no clue what they even have, but they know they're worth something, right?
I was rolling.
So. And when I was thinking about this, do you guys remember Beverly Hills Cop?
Mm-hmm.
And
the first movie, or
the first movie where he's trying to sell the cigarettes out of the back of the truck, and he's like, "Well, if you like it so much, why don't you just go smoke them?" No, it's not my brand. I smoke Lucky Stripe.
Oh man, so yeah, there you go.
But I will say something else. I saw some people make comments on my video claiming that this was Arcade1Up intentionally leaking. I was like, this is the weirdest leak theory from Arcade1Up yet. Like, I understand pictures showing up on Reddit a couple of hours before an event or something like that.
That's planned stuff. But has Arcade1Up ever leaked a cabinet by posting it for sale on OfferUp? Have they ever done that before? No, they haven't done it. Oh no, we outed Stringer. Stringer says,
sorry, Stringer.
Sorry, Stringer. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, there you go. Unsolved mysteries. I think this is legitimate. Dudes stole some cabinets, posted them on OfferUp for sale, and one of our viewers happened to get one and shared some pictures with some YouTubers. That's it. That's the whole
where do you think it
story.
was stolen from? Like a retailer, or do you think it got stolen from a warehouse?
I don't know.
Maybe it could have been the ports. We don't know.
The cabinets arrived like a month ago, didn't they? Like, they're in the States somewhere, and they're traveling from ports to warehouses to distributors.
Who do we know in the home arcade community that spends his time hanging around the porch trying to find interested seamen? Restalgia, you did it.
You said,
Mike. Touche.
You said you were going to be nice to Ristal.
I am.
No, that
nice.
was good. PDub'S. You got to give credit where credit is due. That was well executed, Mike. Yeah. I can appreciate that one.
All right, I do have I do have one more picture of the screen here, because I did ask him to send me another picture of the screen. So hang on, let me just pull this up. Because in the video footage he sent me, the screen didn't look too good, did it, Mike?
No, it didn't. It raised a lot of questions on whether or not these were going to have BOE monitors, or was it like a bad BOE monitor? But you brought up a really good point, and I agree with you as well. Like, sometimes you take a picture of the marquee, and the video and the picture doesn't do it justice, and maybe that's the case that we're experiencing here.
I have the correct exposure set on the camera.
Yeah,
correct.
Hang on a minute.
Because you can look at all my marquees in my thing; they look like they're all super bright, but in the real world, they're normal.
Yeah, that Killer Instinct marquee is actually pretty great, right? But like, if you look at it there, it looks like there's a lot of light coming from it.
Right. It does have a little spotlight type, but not quite that bad near the logo. But the blacks are better than they have been.
Much better.
So the photo here, I'm going to pull up here for you guys. I know you guys are anxiously waiting. Sorry for the wait. Here it is. Grab it. So I had him send me another picture of this because I said, the videos he sent me, it looked really, really washed out, right? So I said, can you just take a photo with your camera? And this is what I got. Now, I this area right here, if you notice here and here, looks a little bright, right? It looks a little bright. Everything else is fine. And I asked him, I said, do you see that? He said, no. He goes, it all looks black to him. Like, so is it the camera? Is it the fact the monitors are laying flat, or is the screen bad? I have no clue. I have no idea.
Yeah, because even the worst screens on Arcade1Up, they're good straight on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's when you get to the angles where usually when you get those washed out things typically.
So, I mean, it still doesn't give me a ton of hope, but I mean, it does look, it does look better than what was seen in the video. You know what I mean? So,
I'm gonna chalk this up as an exposure thing. You got to see it in person. It's so difficult to capture footage of a screen or of a marquee or anything that's backlit with a camera without actually going into like the settings and adjusting things.
Right. You really have to make some efforts to make it look the way
well, I mean, with the last generation of TN monitors, it was pretty clear how bad they were from the video and picture. We didn't need to do a lot of sleuthing there. A spade was a spade there.
But there you go. So very interesting. And, people steal things, people sell things. We just saw this with the Evercade EXP.
Yeah.
And do you know how many Evercade fans, whenever they saw an EXP posted on eBay, OfferUp, or any of those other websites, they were reporting them to the police after that whole container got stolen?
Good.
Which I still do,
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Ironically, cabs that washed up weren't washed out. Thanks so much. Seen a lot of good comments in the live chat. I mean, I am not an expert, guys, so I wanted your opinion. And some people said there's too much light bleed. Some people said it was the camera from the cell phone trying to do HDR. So you guys are the experts, not me. You let me know what you guys think. Burn-in from the cell phone. That's from the lights in his room shining on the screen. So there you go. There's
that's not that.
Yeah. I mean, that everyone's providing their feedback. I mean, I don't know. I think it's one we have to see in person because B and Justin were there. They said they didn't see any of this as well on theirs, right? But I think we saw it in their live streams.
Correct.
I don't know. Weird. But there you go, guys. So hopefully we give you a little bit more information to mull over tonight about that whole topic.
I actually just got sent something. So let me see if I can bring this up on my screen.
Yeah.
So
Mike with the breaking news.
Mike's got breaking news. Breaking news, Mike?
From the Game Genie news station.
Yeah.
Really big show.
Yeah, so, they did confirm it's BOE on their website. Yep. They updated their website to BOE. And the guy who sent me the pictures said that when he was assembling it on the back of the cabinet, the sticker said BOE. So I guess it's BOE. Excuse me. It looks like the old light bleed from Gen 1 cabs. Yeah, I think so. IPS bleed. I can see that on a high-end IPS monitor in front of me. When are these supposed to come out? I have no clue, but I mean, I think a bunch of them arrived a month ago. I mean, I would assume very soon they'll put them up for order.
Really big.
I would say soon because they're obviously in transit and someone swiped one of the trucks. But so sooner than later, that's for certain.
So guys, this is popping up on screen here. So this is from the original class. That's the original class of 81, not the new deluxe.
Oh, that looks worse.
And that's the class of 81 with the BOE monitor.
You're taking a photo of a screen without optimizing the settings. It's going to look like crap either way.
Yeah. Weird. Interesting. Oh, well. I mean, it is what it is.
But it's the best looking Pac-Man so far.
MichaelB, the Game Genie, keeps looking at the mirror on his ceiling. Mike, I noticed that you keep looking up in some of the videos you released this week. That's because you put a monitor above you now, right? So I
got a big 55-inch screen as my second monitor. I gave I didn't have enough room on my desk for my two monitors, so I gave my secondary monitor to my brother because it's a really good gaming monitor, and I'm just wasting it for a second monitor.
Yeah.
And to make room, I put the TV I had in my room above this, but it's not optimal for looking at the second screen because I got to look
Yeah.
up. But
Kevin says next topic. I agree, Kevin, because I don't know. Like, I legit have to see it in person to, make a final judgment call on that stuff.
I don't like when people tell us to move on. I don't like when they give us the hook.
Mike, then we got to double down.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
it. We're staying on this for the rest of the show.
I say we do
That's
another
it.
hour on screen
It's done.
quality.
Sorry, Kevin.
Let's talk screen quality for the
For
next
an
hour.
hour.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Mike, what's going on with Metroid? You said something about Metroid you wanted to
I didn't
talk
say
about.
something about Metroid. We got big Nintendo Switch Online news. There's good stuff happening this week for fans of the Nintendo
Like
Switch
what,
Online expansion pack. We've got Metroid Fusion, otherwise known as Metroid 4 for the Game Boy Advance, coming to your Nintendo Switch Online. So honestly, guys, if you've never played this game, it's fantastic. It goes in a little bit of a different direction for Metroid, where you have a new suit, there's new elements to it. But if you really like Metroid Dread, this is kind of where the concept for the whole Dread idea came from in the first place, because you have the evil, parasite Samus Aran in the old suit that's basically chasing you through times and you got to hide. This is a fantastic game. Fans of Super Metroid will really love it. If you've never played Metroid Fusion before, get your ass on this when it comes out. March 8th, I think it is.
I won't play it until it comes on the iArcade.
There you go. Metroid P Rhyme. Metroid P Rhyme is what he. Hey, where'd it go? Galga guy put in the live chat. Which Galga guy won tickets for the Cleveland Expo, didn't he?
That's actually thanks to Stringer Films. Stringer Films gave up his ticket and gave it to Gallagher guy.
That was very nice of Stringer. It's a great game. Should be game of the week. There you go.
That was an obvious miss.
Metroid Fusion.
On your part.
Trying to share some of our amazing viewers' comments. Metroid Fusion is a beast. That's the game that Nintendo should have remastered. There you go.
Oh, there's still time, man. Do
Jay
Metroid,
Cut says,
Metroid Fusion like that.
Yeah, Jay Cut says lots of Metroid and Zelda on the Switch. There you go, guys. Do us a favor. Give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the broadcast, as always. Appreciate Ritual Dello reminding everybody. It helps the shows so much. So what I can say is, Nintendo, obviously, with their expansion pass, has released a lot more interesting stuff recently. You got your Game Boy Advance games, your Game Boy games and stuff. Let me ask you guys out there who have a Nintendo Switch, is that making you play your Nintendo Switch more? Or are you playing it still the same amount? Me, I haven't played it more. I still, still for me, it's probably the Steam Deck is, the primary handheld I play. But let me know in the live chat.
Yeah, but you're always getting steamy when you touch your deck.
Oh my God, Mike. That was like two puns in one. Puns in one. Biggie D says he's playing his Switch more. I mean, they've released GoldenEye and all kinds of stuff, guys. Is that making you guys play your Switches more?
I will tell you, the only thing that's kind of a miss for me on these two releases is when the other releases came out, we got some kind of controller where it made it feel more like you're playing the original game or console. With the Game Boy and with the Game Boy Advance, I mean, you're either playing it with your Pro controller or you're playing it portable on your Switch, and you don't get the same nostalgia you get from the other games with using the original controllers. I know you can play them portably, so that's cool, but I wish there was some kind of way they sent out like a faux Game Boy Advance that you could work the exact same way as a controller, or a faux Game Boy that you plug in as a controller while you're playing. I just think that'd be fun.
Yep, we got Metroid Fusion available March 9th. So all this hype for Metroid Fusion, guys. There you go.
Well, it's not just Metroid Fusion. We're also getting the last of the Mario Kart Wave 4, the booster pack, the last courses for Mario Kart through the expansion pack.
Oh, yeah, for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Deluxe, the game that keeps on giving.
That'll put them up over how many tracks? 40? Something like that? 30, 40 tracks? There's a lot of tracks, man. That's a lot of replay value on that.
I will tell you, the craziest thing is when they released Mario Kart 8, I think Mario Kart 8 was the first of the Wii U remasters or Wii U ports to the Nintendo Switch. I was like, I'm not buying this. I already have Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. It's a waste of money. I ended up getting it used, and I just decided, screw it, I'll get it anyways. It's ended up being my most played Switch game by far. I play Mario Kart 8 all the time on the Switch, and these expansion packs and everything have just added so much more replay value, so much more fun to it.
Yep. Big G would like you to say Mario again.
Mario.
Yep. There you go. Okay. By the way, I almost forgot. I know we pivoted away from Arcade1Up, but we actually got to go back to Arcade1Up. So just a heads up here, guys.
We're
During
going
the
to talk about the screen, right? We haven't had a chance to talk
No.
about the screen quality.
No, I did a live stream earlier tonight. I did a little pre-show on my solo channel for this show, and I asked viewers to, hey, come up with a topic that you guys want to talk about that we haven't thought of. And guys, here's what they voted for. They gave us all kinds of great topics, but the audience voted for, where is the Casinocade and where is the Miss Pac-Man? And where is the Miss Pac-Man Deluxe? Apparently, these cabinets have vanished from Arcade1Up's website, and a lot of people are worried that these products aren't being released or canceled or something of that nature, and they wanted us to talk about it. Now, me personally, obviously, I have no knowledge as to their status, but I think we've seen them do this before. I think we've seen them, they announce a product, put it on the website, take it down, and then put it back up. Like, I think they're still coming. I mean, in my opinion, I think they're still coming. But what do you guys think? Do you think they're canceled?
I think I know what happened. So they've been watching our live stream specifically and heard Mike and I argue about whether or not the games could possibly be real life gambling. And
Real
they
money.
realized Mike was right. So they were like, okay, we went the Restalgia route. We were going to go free to play. We weren't going to involve real money. But they're like, nah, MichaelB's got some good points. They decided to pull everything back. They had to get some new licenses, build a new web infrastructure so that way they can take credit cards right on the machine. They're going to put in some cameras and, I don't know, some ID swipers just to make sure that the user is of age to play. And I think that they're just going to relaunch in about 6 months.
Okay. That's Restalgia's theory. Carl, what do you think, buddy?
Well, similar. I think something you had in your video, they had an indication that they're going to make some type of app or something from Arcade1Up. So maybe they're going to take the monies for this Casinocade through the app and tie into your email address on the cabinets, and maybe that's a way they can do it. It's possible. I'm sticking with Restalgia on this.
No.
But interesting either way. But I think they're still going to make it. There's no reason not to make it. They got all these cabinets that we have. The ladies like those Casinocades. I think they're going to do well once they come out. So there's no reason for them not to at least try it.
The only way the Casinocade won't come out is if retailers completely bomb on it and say, no, we're not going to pick up any of these, because Arcade1Up is not releasing the Casinocade direct from Arcade1Up. So, but I think Arcade1Up is smart enough of a company that they wouldn't get to that point where they announce it at an electronic show like that unless they already have, distributors picked up to buy it. So I think it's more of a case of Arcade1Up taking stuff off their site until they're really ready to put it out. We've even seen it like with these new cabs. Like the only reason these 3 deluxe cabs are up now is because they already hit the ports, guys. Like probably next week we'll get an announcement from Arcade1Up saying, hey, buy these now. And that's the point we're at. Casinocade, I think it's still coming. I don't think there's any problem there. Miss Pac-Man, to answer your question honestly, I think they just looked at it and said, we probably shouldn't sell 2 Miss Pac-Mans at the same time. That might, saturate the market a little bit. Why don't we release Miss Pac-Man a little later on? When we come out with the Capcom Deluxe cabinet, just like they did last year. They came out with the Miss Pac-Man and the Capcom a couple months after they did the rest of the legacy cabs.
So you think like maybe they're going to sell Class of 81 first, and then
for a couple months, and then Miss Pac-Man will come out.
Solo.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable theory, in my opinion.
Yeah, and clearly they're going with the Wheel of Fortune, which is a staple name recognition product that that's well known in every household, right? The Casino-cade that they have.
Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, Heavy Metal, Suicide.
So they definitely move with products just on that name by itself, even if they didn't know anything else existed on it.
Oh, I heard another rumor that Arcade1Up have to change it for Bandai Namco. The cab is going to be re-released as Pac-Mom.
And Banana White's going to be flipping the letters too.
You got to be kidding me, really?
No.
They're really going to do it at Pac-Mom? Oh, you're joking. Oh, man, I'm gullible, man. I fall for you, Mike. I fall for you.
Every time.
Yeah. Chris Zeke, I like this comment. He says QVC HSN, they will go like hotcakes. I think the grandpa crowd that really tune into those shows, they're going to love them, man.
100%.
Buy one and get a baby cave free.
Yeah. Bill's Retro Gaming Show. I don't think it'll have online play. Will it have online play?
It should have. I don't think they mentioned any Wi-Fi on it, but it has to.
Well, the casino kit I thought was going to have like leaderboards to show people like
how much. I was going to say,
hold on, guys.
Live.
I give me a couple of minutes. I'll get the information for you.
We'll just
I think MichaelB is right on that one.
Here quietly for you, Mike.
Yeah, we'll just
please.
We'll wait patiently for Mike. The Tinkerer says, so Mike, do you think they learned from the KI fiasco and are not going to do that again for Miss Pac-Man? I guess that kind of makes sense because when you have two exact cabinets or very similar cabinets for sale at the same time, it kind of, I guess it maybe hurts one of the cabinets. You know, I guess that makes sense. They're changing the name to Pac Person. Oh, really? That's pretty funny. Zero Hero. There you go. Oh, I don't know what Mike's doing. Guys, make sure you watch. I want to give a couple shout outs here while Mike is pulling up his thing.
Pulling out my thing, please.
Yep. What gaming tournaments and things do we have going on in the community? So we had the Dr. Seuss thing with AtGames. Did I miss that? Was that just yesterday? Or is that ongoing?
I think that was just yesterday.
I think it was just a one-day thing. Okay, so AtGames was doing a, go play a Dr. Seuss pinball game, be eligible to win prizes stuff. That was yesterday for Dr. Seuss's birthday or National Reading Day, one of the two, I can't remember. We'll talk about AtGames as well here in a few minutes. Let's see here. We got Laundromat Wars on Saturday. They're going to be doing some grudge matches, so check that out on your average gamers channel. And
Justin and B will be there.
Mope plays. Is he doing the back alley stuff? You guys definitely want to check that out as well. March 5th, Sunday. On Moat Plays, guys, they got the back alley 7-Eleven Arcade1Up X-Men vs. Street Fighter tournament. Make sure you guys check that out. And also, what about our guys at Old School Gamer Magazine? Are they doing some tournaments as well? I just talked with King Creole today. Him and I had a long phone call today. It was good to catch up with him.
All right, man. So I got the stuff up here now.
Yep.
This is the screen from PR Newswire. You remember the public release. And right here, Arcade1Up's Wheel of Fortune Casino-cade Deluxe will feature 2 LCD screens, dual speakers, a light-up marquee, flashing lights, buttons that bring the classic casino look and feel to life, make you feel like you were walking the casino floor. And with Wi-Fi leaderboards, players can post scores and compete with others. The Wheel of Fortune Casino-cade Deluxe is scheduled to be available late spring, summer 2023. And just for fun, if you click on the link, boom, 404, page not found.
Oh, okay. So they'll probably put it back up. I don't think it's been canceled. I mean, they've taken stuff down before, haven't they? Like they announce the product and take it down and put it back up on the website.
And they sell products and never update the website with current pictures. So
they're super consistent. Super consistent with everything they do.
Yep. And they're the best communicator in the game, so we already know that.
Hold on. I gotta find it here. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to find
2
this.
hands up. That means he's got something really important to say.
No, I don't. I just say calm down.
Go ahead while go ahead.
Well,
talk amongst yourselves.
I want to share my game because
yep.
That game you was showing earlier kind of reminded me of Duke Nukem, the original here. And this is
I love the original Duke Nukem.
One of my favorite games, man.
Mine
I wish
too.
they would bring this back on the Switch or something and let me play this.
I remember playing this on my old when I first got my first PC. I thought this was the future of gaming.
This game reminds me of a game that is called Hocus Pocus.
Uh-huh.
Have you guys ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
It looks just like this, like literally just like this, except you're a wizard. And you're like walking around and collecting keys, I think. I can't really remember.
I think it's called
played
Gauntlet.
it since. No. It's definitely called Hocus Pocus. I think it was an MS-DOS game.
Okay. This was definitely MS-DOS. Yeah, Duke Nukem, that's one of my favorites. I didn't like the 3D. Once they switched to 3D, I think they kind of lost the magic of this platformer.
Yeah. Oh, the Fist of Love. Sorry, I hate to interrupt you. So YouTube has now added, they will now run mid-roll ads during long live streams like this one. You know what I mean? So guys, that's a YouTube thing. I was taking a look. I think there's a way we could deactivate it in the settings. I'll have to go look, but just a heads up there. That's a YouTube. That's YouTube. YouTube wants money, man. So they're going to roll ads whenever they can. And they roll mid-roll ads during produced videos, and now they're going to start just pushing them while you're watching a live stream. All of a sudden, a commercial is going to start playing. So sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, when I was doing my stream Monday night, I would notice these huge spikes of people just disappearing from the stream, and I was like, "What? Did I say something offensive?"
Yeah. So sorry about that, guys. All right, I put a link in the live chat for Old School Gamer Magazine. So just a heads up here, guys. One thing that I know that this community likes to do is actually play their games, right? You got guys like Your Average Gamer, Laundromat Wars, Boat Plays, Back Alley Championship, Old School Gamer Magazine, guys. This is the new home where King Creole, Gunther, the iArcade Zone guys are at. And they're going to be doing, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're interested in doing their gameplay, play-alongs and stuff. They're going to be playing a lot of AtGames stuff on this channel coming up very soon as well. So just a heads up there. So a lot of AtGames gaming going on here. And of course, as you guys know, you have Brooklyn Menace does the Friday night iArcade show where he does iArcade gameplay as well. So just a heads up there, guys, if you want to participate in that kind of stuff, we're happy to give everyone shout outs and, tell people where to go, all that kinds of stuff. But that's pretty much
go to hell. Way to go.
Yep. I would love to see Rev. I would love to see Rev come back as well. Everyone knows I like Rev. I'm friends with Rev. I would love Rev to come back as well. It would be really nice to have Rev.
Yes, there was no reason to disappear. Like this stuff happens, man. There's all kinds of stupid drama. You know what you do? You just keep on, brother. Like you don't let it get to you, let it bother you, just go. The other thing I wanted to talk about, what I thought was really funny, you were telling everybody what else was going on, and I was like, are we cable access TV telling people community connections, and Rita will be having a bake sale this Thursday?
I mean, I have no problem shouting people out. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be here forever.
You didn't talk to us about it. Maybe you're shouting out people I don't want shouted out. You don't know. You made a unilateral decision.
None of those shows are on at the same time as us, so who cares?
Yeah, but maybe I've got a personal vendetta.
Oh my God, Mike, you're such a goof. You're such a goof. All right, let's talk about AtGames, Mike. What's going on with AtGames? There's a little bit of AtGames news here. What is that?
Yeah, so there's 5 new games coming to Arcade1Up this week. They sent out an email blast earlier, and one of them I'm really excited about. Bloody Wolf. I'm a big fan of Bloody Wolf. I'm a big TurboGrafx 16 guy, so Bloody Wolf was a very big, cool game for me. I didn't even know it was an arcade game, so I'm excited to see that come to Arcade1Up, and I'm excited to see them finally doing something with Arcade1Up. New games are fun. Hopefully, for the people that are subscribed to Arcade1Up, enjoy playing on it. You guys are loving this moment because there's new stuff coming.
Yeah, I actually, guys, if you want some screenshots. If you guys want to take some screenshots, I got the release schedule here for you. Let me grab it. This is all the upcoming games. Let me kind of zoom in. That way you guys can see it. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this on screen. I'm going to go ahead and maximize it as well. So you got Bloody Wolf, Battle Rangers, Crackpots, Disco #1, Keystone Capers, and Sly Spy Secret Agent all are now available on Arcade1Up. This brings them up to 35 of the planned 100 games joining Arcade1Up. Come back every Friday, find 5 more games. But right here, guys, you have the upcoming release schedule. So March 10th, Desert Assault, Desert Storm, Gulf War. I like that helicopter game. Thunder Zone, Lucky Poker, Mutant Fighters, Death Braid, Oink, and Sequest. Then you have the March 17th. Zippy Bug, Fighting Ice Hockey. What is that? Fighting Ice Hockey.
I don't
An
know.
Activision
Nostalgia, didn't you
game?
have a case of Gondomania? No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
You are
You
so
got-
funny, Mike.
Crude Buster, Edward Randy the Cliffhanger. I like that game. I think a lot of people like that game. Freeway, River Raid, Stadium Hero, Hippodome, Kaboom, Stampede, Super Burger Time, and Terranian. So this is the release schedule, guys. If you need to take any quick screenshots for you, there you go. I think they've also published this elsewhere on their social media. Yep, Rascal confirmed. It got published on their Facebook page. So there you go. There you go. But yeah, guys, there you go. So that's coming. Mike and I agree that hey, it's about time AtGames starts adding some games to Arcade Night. You got some new stuff to play, possibly co-op or versus, and stuff like that.
Hey, it's something.
You know what? Last week we talked and I said we should do a Bad Dudes, like we should test it and stream it, and we never did. So I should try.
We should
see how
we should just
see how it
shut
works.
down our YouTube channels. Like,
Well,
we're
no,
liars.
literally, like I've told people, like I literally have not played an Arcade Net game in a year and a half. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see, is it better?
Yeah,
you
I'll
know?
play Bad Dudes with you. But I
Yeah.
will tell you, if you besmirch the good name of Bad Dudes while we're playing, I will send you a box of shit.
It's just Bad Dudes. I'll play.
I
Bad
will
Dudes with you.
literally send you a box of fecal matter.
I mean, I will talk. I'll talk a little bit of trash about the game while we're playing it. You know what I mean? But yeah.
You'll get a box marked from your
Yeah.
secret admirer, and you'll open it up, and it'll be a confetti bomb, except it'll be shit.
Yeah. John J, he's taking a poll in the live chat. John, let me help you out. Guys, raise your hand. Are you going to get the new AtGames 4K pinball or arcade cabinet? Let us know in the live chat. John J wants to take a poll. I'll help him out with that poll in our live chat. Restalgia, what about you? 4K pinball arcade? You going to get any of these?
I have no idea what you're talking about. 4K pinball arcade. What are we talking about?
The 4K
What?
pinball arcade from Well Played Games. Haven't you been paying attention?
I have no idea
Well
what you're
Played is
talking
back, baby. 4K pinball arcade.
Are you talking about the 4K, like the ALP? Am I gonna buy the new ALP with 4K? No, I will not. I will not.
Why not?
I would consider buying the upgrade and then just swapping out the monitors. I don't know. It depends on like what the price is going to be and the value proposition. If I can sell the one that I have and get a good amount, and then the upgrade price is going to be similar, then maybe. But I don't know.
What do you mean switching out the monitors, Professor Restalgia?
Well, if you are buying an upgrade board that can support 4K, you want to swap your monitors so that way they're 4K.
But can you swap the monitor?
You can swap anything you want.
No, you can't.
Sure you could. Why couldn't you?
Well, because you're going to have to find monitors that are compatible.
Yeah, that'll exist.
Yes, that will exist. Are you going to go on the mad search to find exactly which monitor works?
I don't.
Do you
think
have the
it'd be
resources to do that at your disposal?
I don't per se have the resources, but I can.
There
ask
you go.
somebody
You're not going to do
nicely.
shit. So why are you out there saying I'm going to do this when you don't know what you're going to do?
What I'm saying is, if I'm gonna buy the upgrade kit, I'll find a monitor and I'll put it in. But I'm not sure I'm gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna wait and see. I'm much more interested in the upgrade kit for the ALU than I am for the ALP.
Why?
Only because you're going to be able to emulate substantially better games. So
You already know what you can emulate. Why
Look,
don't you just tell people?
We all know.
yeah, but we've already
Carl's-
talked about this.
No, why don't you tell them now?
Potentially up to PS2.
No. Tell them what arcade games they can emulate, because no one's playing PlayStation 2 on this, you goof.
Lots of people could. Come on. Okay, well,
I'm going to
do you
play
wanna talk
Sly
about-
Cooper on an arcade machine.
We had this conversation. We said we could go into like Tekken 4 or something.
Banjo and Kazooie.
You could do Tekken 4. You could do a bunch of stuff. But if you really want it, or you could do Soul Calibur. I don't know. There's a bunch of games that you could play. But in terms of like arcade games, you could be looking at the more advanced games like Killer Instinct. You could look at Daytona USA. You could be looking at NFL Blitz. You could be looking at a bunch of titles like that.
Yeah.
Well, as we all know, Carl's favorite game to play on his AtGames Legends Ultimate is the update game, right, Carl? You turn it on, you update it.
All of my AtGames products are not working anymore. I thought
None
the
of them
Game
are
Pro
working.
was working, but I went to play it the other day, and the Bluetooth won't sync up with it. So I turned it off.
So,
AtGames is
Nostalgia,
totally,
Carl,
a non-factor in my
you've talked
arcade.
enough tonight. Like, this is just too much. Your word count is overflown.
Oh, stop it, Mike! Stop, Mike! God,
Mike has hijacked the show. We've gone downhill really quickly.
what is it? What are we looking at? What is this?
This
That's
is
outside for
important.
me.
What
is
am I
what I gotta
looking
do.
at?
This is what I got to deal with again once we're done with the show. Go out to the show.
Oh, that
my
sucks, Carl.
It's
but
it's
Carl,
literally a thunder snowstorm, lightning.
Yep.
Thunder snowstorm.
Yeah,
No, we're having lightning and thunder, Mike.
yeah.
What,
and snow.
what was that movie, the fire tornado one? What was that?
I'm sorry, but I'm like, I was gonna ask Carl, like, the same question I asked Steven. Carl, Detroit Love, are you gonna get a 4K arcade or pinball machine? But he says none of my AtGame shit is working right now.
I'm not.
That
upgrading.
was
I
so
got to get
funny.
something working before I can try to even consider adding anything else.
That's great.
So
Nostalgia. While
Question
we're
answered.
still on the topic, can you get MK4 working on the new ALU 4KP?
I certainly think we could free MK4. I certainly
Woo!
think we could.
Free MK4.
I really think you can. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. We have to really look at it, do what we can get up and running on it. But the chipset itself is plenty powerful to handle those games. So it's going to be 100% dependent on like the back doors that are going to be accessible and how you can kind of finagle things to get them to launch. See if there's any barriers in the way. Won't really know that until we can actually test it out. Which may be sooner than you think.
That's exciting.
None of my AtGame shit works right now. That's great. I'm sorry, that tickled me so much. Carl, you're the best, man. That's why I love Carl. All right, so our game of the week this week is what again? Robotron? Are we going to end the poll?
I guess
Yeah,
you can close the
we're
poll. It's
at-
been nearly an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I left that open this whole time.
That's what we got to do every week.
224 votes.
Do you
That's
guys
what we gotta
really
do.
want me to leave the polls open this long? Seriously.
Yeah.
All right. Robotron 2084 will be our game of the week this week. Tomorrow morning, we will pin a post to the top of the Super GameRoom Dudes Facebook group. Make sure you join the group. Maybe we should also create a Discord channel. Maybe we should do that as well.
Too many.
Join the Facebook group and post your high scores. I don't care what you played on, as long as you play the game. Doesn't matter what system, console, original, arcade, AtGames Legends Ultimate. I don't care. Play the game, participate. I'm sure Michael B is excited about this because he's going to do probably a Robotron live stream this week, right?
Oh, hells yeah.
Yep. And all that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Make sure you guys do
Man,
that for
Comic
Robotron.
Zone sucked, man. They
I know. Comic Zone
if
is not
Missile
good.
Command beats you out, you don't even have a shot.
Yeah. Marble Madness. You know what I'm going to do next week, though, Mike? If you get your dream, if you get Robotron next week instead of Marble Madness, I'm going to put Qbert in the live chat.
Oh, I'd be fine with that. I'd love to play.
I would
Cube.
love to do a Qbert live stream.
Nobody can play Cuba though. That's the
I'm
problem.
gonna have to come to the table with something really good because I'm coming in last place every single time we do this. I got to come in first. I got to come
Get
up
all
with
these
Nostalgia- I
Pokemon
mean,
games. All these
you-
Pokemon games.
You actually
Pokemon. Comic
Nostalgia, the
Zone
beauty-
is like
the
an
beauty-
iconic Genesis title, and then
Well,
Little
here's the thing,
Samson is
Nostalgia.
a bomb ass Nintendo title.
Well, you got a
Still
leg up
Samsung's
next
really
week
good.
because I'm going to be in Jamaica, so I'm not going to be here. So you're guaranteed to at least make third place next week.
No, I
There's
probably
hope.
won't. What'll end up happening is PDub'S will put in like a ghost topic, and then I'll still come in fourth. I don't know. I got to think of something. I got to cater to the audience here. We got an arcade heavy audience, so I'll pick something good from an arcade lineup maybe for next week.
He's going to
Restalgia
pick
would-
Toki. Restalgia's going to be like, this game Toki's awesome.
Mike, I've already got it in my brain. We're going with Sailor Moon.
He's
We're
gonna
going
go,
with, we're going with Sailor Moon.
Let's all play Congo Bongo. He's gonna pick
I'm gonna
Congo
pick
Bongo.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh God. You don't want to see me sweat. I'll pass out. Hey guys, guess what time it is, man? We are just about to hit
I've had enough of this. End the
1
show.
hour
Just end it
and
now.
18 minutes. For some reason, these shows always end up being 1 hour and 18 minutes. I don't
Did
know
we
why.
talk about everything?
Yeah, we talked.
Well, I
about
do
it.
want to add. I got my Build-A-Cade today.
Nice.
I won't have time to play with it before I go to Jamaica, but I'm looking forward to that. And this is the way this is the way my Pac-Man looked the other day when I dropped it.
Oh,
no.
you
Literally.
poor guy.
It literally looked that way, but it's wood, so I was able to glue it back together. If it was plastic, it would be totally.
It was done
useless.
for. So, Carl, I heard someone did a really good review on that Build-A-Cade this past week. I don't know if you saw that on YouTube.
I also saw somebody do a really crappy one.
You guys might be talking about the same guy.
Now, didn't somebody do a live build of Michael?
I
B?
did a
remember
live
seeing
build
that
for an
this couple
hour
of
and a half.
I didn't see the final, so I have to go check out the final results of it. Did it work afterwards? Did it?
Oh, yeah.
turn it
Everything
on?
worked perfectly.
Okay, because you're not one of those guys that do all that and then they never turn it on at the end. It's like, thanks, buddy. Give me an hour and a half back in my life. Okay, I'll have to go check it out while I'm.
Listen, my live streams are a lot like my intimate time with my wife. No one's ever satisfied at the end.
You're ridiculous. All right, man. Guys, we're gonna put a pin in it for this week. Make sure you guys spend time with your family, spend time with your loved ones, your friends, your kids, but also make sure you spend time playing with your games, man. Enjoy your games. That's what it's all about, especially with it snowing all over the place. Go play some games. And also do us a favor, if you enjoyed the broadcast, give us a thumbs up on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and all the individual host channel as well. Carl, whenever you're ready, send them on their way. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Well, I won't play any video games this week at all, and I hopefully won't see any of this week. Start Monday. Guys, so we appreciate you guys as always. Friday would not be the same without you. And until next time, we'll see you on the web.